job, but I wouldn't want to sell my soul. I can play the guitars till my fingers throb, but there ain't much bread in rock and roll.
Welcome back to This Old Junk. It's early 2018 and I'm ready to roll out episode 20. When I started this channel, I had no idea what it was going to be. I'd loved machines and have spent a great portion of my life with them. I knew it would be an automotive channel, but I didn't know how I was going to structure it. I had a rough concept though. Car guys and gals, working, playing, and repeating. Garage time is always better with friends helping. I also wanted something that I could share with my son. However, part of that concept fell apart. Jeremy sold the Impala, and I wound up back with me. And then he mostly disappeared from my life. John sold his Nova, and his wife works every weekend, so he usually has to watch his daughter, who absolutely hates spending any time in the garage. Even Bear Bear has trouble coming around anymore. So I evolved This Old Junk to be a narrative vlog of whatever junk I'm working on. And if friends come along for the ride, that's great too. Being very low or no budget, I named the channel after a show that I used to like watching called This Old House, but with junk cars. Uploads take a while in this format. I film a lot of raw footage of what I'm working on, then I piece it together from there. So I've broken the channel up into playlist. This Old Junk will continue as is. But I've added Mike's Tool Minute to review the stuff that I use. And a how-to playlist called How to Keep Your Junk Alive. These are much shorter and cover a specific topic. But now it's time to show you what I've really been up to since the last episode.
I stood idly by and watched as you broke your back for me. With every disc that slipped in place, the sweat that glistened on your face. From high to low, sea to shore, by way of rail and outer space, you sought the proper light to show me things I need to know. But as a child of meager mind, and as a human being blind, by the time I'd found some stable ground, I'd lost what I had hoped to find. I watched you when you worked your hands until the bone showed through. I watched you as you sowed the lands until the harvest grew. For years and years, through tests and tears, you brought the bacon home with you, and did your best to keep your flesh before the bone showed through. I laid idly by and dozed when there was no time for sleep. With every season come and gone, and every dusk and every dawn, through sin and prayer and human error, along the path I walk upon. But still you gave me shelter when the rains were pouring down. With every drop that hit the road, distended debts I should have owed, to pay my dues in ones or twos before my eyes explode. I watched you when you worked your hands until the bone showed through. I watched you as you sowed the lands until the harvest grew. For years and years through tests and tears, you brought the bacon home with you, and did your best to keep your flesh before the bone showed through.
Having a workbench again is great. It gets so much use, from toys to tools and a little YouTube channel. I'm so thankful to have a workspace again. As you see, I've also uncovered my wife's '66 Chevelle Malibu. This car has been in the family since it was purchased brand new in 1966. I will soon be doing a feature on it, and believe it or not, it actually runs. Since the last episode, I've worked a little on my truck, and a little on the Rabbit, and pretty much nothing else of mine. I have been helping my friend Philip almost every Friday night. He has a '68 Mustang that belonged to his uncle, but it has some structural rust on the front subframe. This car will be getting its own playlist called Friday Night Ford. I plan on uploading every Friday night or every other Friday night depending on when we work on the car. But we usually only get about 2 to 3 hours per week to work on the car, so I expect the episodes to only be about 5 to 10 minutes each. This Old Junk also has a website now. It's pretty bare right now, but if you go there, you can find a few items in my storefront. It's at www.thisoldjunk.net. I've also created a Twitter account. It's linked to my cell phone, and I usually post once or twice a day about what I'm working on. If you have a VW, please consider going to www.aircoolers.org. It's a great group of people who are always happy to help you work on your VW. There's also lots of meetups in the Texas, Oklahoma, and Louisiana areas. I've become an affiliate of Cool VW Stuff. Their website is full of officially licensed Volkswagen memorabilia. If you look in the video's description, you will find my portal link. Please visit their website using my link. If you make a purchase, it would really help my channel out. Since switching things around, my job goes to pay for my household, but the channel has to pay for itself. So all of my parts budget comes from this channel and any little side hustle that I do. Ali and I also purchased a vinyl plotter. I used to play with making vinyls and liveries on Forza Motorsport. I had a lot of fun doing that and playing cat and mouse and zombie and other game types online. I was even able to join a car club called Deadlights Customs. I spent the past few months making various vinyl projects. I'm building a catalog in my online store of vinyls that you can purchase. Every purchase you make, 100% goes back into the channel. It really does matter to me, and it helps keep the junk alive. I was making about $15 a month from YouTube for my content. They hit smaller channels like mine with the demonetization ultimatum in late January. Get 1,000 or more subscribers and maintain over 20,000 watch minutes per month, or be kicked out of the partner program. I have about 2 weeks to comply, but I know I'm not going to make that deadline. But sharing, subscribing, liking, and commenting does make a positive impact on the channel. And King Triton has got his new home over here on the shelf. If you're wondering why I have a crawfish in the aquarium, I have a story for you. A couple of years ago, we decided to have a crawfish boil at the shop. Tommy went to Louisiana and picked up 2 bushels of crawfish on ice and brought them back to Texas. At the end of the boil, we had about 2 dozen live crawfish left. I scooped them all up, brought them home, and put them in my outdoor aquaponics system. Come wintertime, I realized I needed to bring them into the house if they were going to live. There was only about 10 of them left at this point, so I made them all a nice home in the aquarium. Well, let me tell you about crawfish. Even though I gave them all secluded houses, they're all a bunch of cannibals and really just wanted to fight over absolutely nothing. So after about 3 months, King Triton here was the only crawfish left. He survived being born in the swamps of Louisiana, put on ice and sold, transported to Texas, defrosted, missed the boiling pot, transported to my house, put in an outdoor aquarium, survived fighting amongst his other crawfish, transported back into the house, and was last crawfish standing amongst another 10 crawfish. King Triton is a true gladiator in my opinion, so I've granted him free food and a nice, warm, snuggly home for the rest of his natural life. He will reign as a champion. At the end of the day, I'm just trying to bring quality content to you, the viewer, and share some of my knowledge, experience, and life beyond the 4 walls of this garage. Hopefully you continue to find it entertaining and informative. So that's the state of the junk. There's lots more junk to come. Thank you for watching, and I hope you'll stay subscribed. Make sure you hit that like button, share, go check out my website, and maybe buy you some new VW stuff. Thanks for watching another episode of This Old Junk.